I keep waiting for the perfect moment to record, in complete silence, knowing that I am surrounded by noise and disruption and destruction. But I'm also surrounded by the birds singing and the wind blowing and just being here. My brand, Takira Settles LLC, is what I, legally would call it on paper. But my name is Takira. I also go by Miss Settles. That has been part of my identity as well, alongside Takira. And I want to say I'm a creative, but I'm more than that. I feel like when we go online or we go outside and we talk to people and we communicate, we want to know everything about that person, but with just a limited amount of time and a limited amount of space. How? I believe, the process of creation, building a business, connections, whatever you're pursuing in your life, really starts with who you show up as when you look at yourself in the mirror every day. Is there a match between your life and your body? These are the questions that I ask myself. I have many stories, many experiences that, are going to be uncomfortable to talk about. I hear it in my voice. See? It's going to be uncomfortable to talk about because it's going to shed light on some of the not so nice things I've done and that other people have done to me. You get what I'm saying? And then me still showing up and being loving and caring and forgiving towards myself first. Number one, I grew up feeling like I needed to outsource that, extend myself at a very young age. 4 years old, changing diapers. Feeding babies, knowing how to make coffee. At 6 years old, I was walking myself to the bus stop by myself, When I look back on the memories, the only person I seen was me. The people around me were really shadows. Because I don't really remember getting the help besides, having the shelter. I do appreciate the home that I had over my head because some people didn't have a home over their head, but I had a home over my head. But that doesn't mean that it always felt safe. It doesn't mean that it always felt loving. You get what I'm saying? People throw these stories around, these ideas around, that they perceive to be the truth, all while living something differently. You get what I'm saying? And so, I'm going to have to edit this video maybe, or maybe not, because I feel like all parts of me is coming out, not waiting for the polished version, like I said, not looking to perfect this, but to speak my truth. And I say that all to say because this conversation stemmed from the fact that I just wanted to build on my brand. But can you really build on a brand without resources or people to help you? You get what I'm saying? I have lots of questions. I'm genuinely curious about life and how life works because I wasn't really taught the way I needed to be taught, and I had to learn to teach myself the way I needed to learn. And not everybody can give me that. So imagine how hard that is, right? Showing up every day. Knowing you want to learn, but knowing that the people who are trying to teach you are not willing to understand how you learn and adapt their way of thinking in order to help you understand so that you could be whatever they want you to be or whatever they deem you to be in their eyes, aside from who you really are and who you show up as. It's a hot day today. I don't know why. July is probably the most reflective month of my life right now. I just want to say probably at least up and running 5 years, maybe even 6 Julys. I remember physically being in the same space, but mentally and emotionally within myself together, solid, and practicing what I preach. I mean, that means, checking myself mid-convo when I'm saying or doing a little bit too much, because you can feel it. If you're in tune with your body, you can feel it. Again, it brings back to what I say as my brand. My brand is presence. My brand is connection. My brand is love. My brand is the truth. I can't work alongside people who cannot look at me in the eye and tell me the truth. How can you trust someone? And I'm not saying that you have to be give your whole life away. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to give all of yourself. But I believe true connection lies in the vulnerability. I learned to pay attention to the things that people say or ask, or, choosing who you hang out with. I say I'm going to edit this, but maybe not. I don't know how long this is right now. I'm wondering if I can make a 7-minute video with just reflections of this. This will probably take time. I don't even know where this is going to land, but I know some of what I'm saying today will be useful. I was just reflecting on myself dang, you should always have a voice recorder on you, because in the moments that I deem very quiet, which means I quiet my mind, even though there's lots of things going around me. I'm even pacing around in this driveway right now because it's hot out. And no, I'm not standing still. I'm moving forward. Even when it looks like I'm in the same space, I guarantee when you meet me the next time, energetically, I will not be in the same space. I'm into evolution. I'm into revolution. I'm into justice. I'm into making things fair. But sometimes making things fair means you have to sit with the pain. That means you have to let others know that they pained you, that they harmed you. No one wants to admit, but we're all harmful in our own ways. To ourselves first and then to others, and sometimes we don't even recognize it.